part 1, basic setup. Going over some technical frequently asked questions and how to configure this and the password information, where that's stored. All right, so some technical requirements here. So the smartphone app requires iOS 10.4 or higher, Android 5.1 or higher, and you have to have the Google Play services enabled on that. And then in China, for push notifications, they use Baidu. So what version of WIN-911 is required for the WIN-911 mobile app? This is our latest release as of September 30th, 2019, version 4.19.17 or higher will support our new mobile app. It is available for a free 30-day trial if you go to win911.com. And if you're curious about where to find the system requirements, make sure that your system meets the specs that it needs to get this installed. You can always go to our website, go to the resources tab, down to documentation, and then there's a system requirements page there. Okay, upgrades, trials. So if you're using the old mobile 911 app, is there an upgrade path to the new one? Nope, they're actually two completely different apps. So it's not going to be an upgraded version. You're going to not use the old mobile 911. Now it's called WIN-911 Mobile, and that's a different app on the App Store or the Play Store. Will the old mobile 911 continue to work on my system? It will, but there's not going to be any additional development on that. So eventually it will be end of life. We don't really have a date on that. It's kind of dependent on the push proxy notifications, and if those servers change or some other extenuating circumstances happen, we're not going to be fixing any issues on the old app. Can you complete a trial on this app? Yes, you can. We got a 30-day demo available from WIN-911. You can also download the app and just select demo when you open it up, and that'll have a little demo running for you. Any additional requirements when purchasing? Yes, so the big thing is you do need to have a technical support contract. You need to be valid in our support program, or the app will not work and the users will not receive alarms. So it's tied to that support contract. All right, so if you're unfamiliar with support contracts, how much they cost, it's 20% of the cost of your software license when you purchase it. And you can buy a multi-year support contract. The longer the better there. You can get help from us here in tech support, free upgrades, license transfers, everything else you need. All right, how will you know if your support contract is valid or about to expire? So you'll be given all the information when you purchase the contract, and also the WIN-911 software is going to send out 90 days, 60 days, and 30-day notifications when you're getting close to that support contract being expired. All right, let's jump into the configuration of the new WIN-911 mobile. Quick architecture diagram here. So on your plant network where you have a WIN-911 and the new mobile module installed, it is all outbound connection based on secure HTTP, so that's port 443, and there's also some TCP with TLS. You can see the port numbers there. This is all outbound connection initiated to the Microsoft Azure cloud service. So it's their Azure Active Directory and the WIN-911 mobile web API. And that then is responsible for sending the information to the mobile app, the end user, and that communication back and forth is also HTTPS 443. We do have a mobile security knowledge base article for review. If you have more questions on this, just go to our website, go to support, knowledge base, and you can just search for the WIN-911 mobile security. The WIN-911 sales department is going to issue the Azure Gateway email account. This is done when you purchase the software or the support contract. They will issue you an account to use for the gateway. The demo gateway account, if you want to get that for the 30-day demo, just contact sales at win911.com or give us a call. So for the software and the app, you can download and install the latest WIN-911 software. That's always the latest version available on our website, and you can get a free 30-day demo. During the installation, select the WIN-911 mobile module. For the app, just go to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store and select the WIN-911 mobile app. You can see a picture here at the bottom. The old app with the red triangle exclamation point. That's the old one. Line through it. Don't use that. The new one is on the left there. That's the new icon. That's the one you want to get. All right. So this is just a quick look into the gateway setup in your WIN-911 software. So you go to the contact gateways down to the WIN-911 mobile that's highlighted, and you get your site name. That's just user-defined name. You can call it whatever you want. Your username, that's provided by WIN-911. Again, when you purchase the software, they're going to give you that account. It's going to be an email address tied to the gateway. And then set up the password for that account, and that is it. You can click validate credentials on there. As far as setting up your connections, your people that are out there in the world that have the app, those contacts are right here in the workspace under Contact Connections WIN-911 Mobile. And as you can see, you just give it a name, description that's user defined. You put in the email address of the user, and it's going to send them an invitation email. Now, when it sends that invitation email, if the email is associated with a Microsoft account already, then it's already activated in Microsoft's Azure site. There's nothing else you need to do. Just log into your app with those credentials. If this is a personal email that's not associated with a Microsoft account, you'll have to set that up. It's going to be in the email that's sent to you. That invitation email will have a link to just set this up with a Microsoft link. And you log into the mobile app with the same credentials as soon as you get it validated on the Microsoft site. All right, so open up a quick demo for you here. All right, so this is my VM, and you can see right here in the workspace, you can go to Contact, Gateway, WIN-911 Mobile, and you're going to put in your site name, your username that you get from WIN-911 at the time of purchase, and the password. And as soon as that's set up, you should be able to just click Validate Credentials, and you're good to go. And contacts, connections, WIN-911 Mobile, these are your end users. You can see a couple of test ones in here, but if it's the first time you're setting this up, you're just going to have the plus sign to create one, give it a name, and the email address that they want to use, and that's it. This is going to be, again, user-defined email. Anything they want, they can just go make a new email account at Gmail. They can use a corporate account. They can use a Microsoft account that they use already, just any email address that they can log into. And as soon as you save it, it's going to send an invitation automatically as soon as you save it. And if there is an issue with getting that email, if the end user doesn't get it, maybe you have some internet issues at the time when you set this up, whenever you come back in here and click on the person, there's going to be this link to resend the invitation. So it'll just send that back to the email address specified there. And that's it. Now the people are ready to go. All right, so some info about the password security. We do not store or have access to the passwords. This is all in Microsoft Azure's cloud database. So if you change the Microsoft password for that account, just relog into the app. It's that simple. You change the password, just relog in just like you would with any piece of software. And if the Azure Gateway password is changed, again, update the password in the WIN-911 configuration on the Gateway tab. Advocates, you will not receive alarms until those passwords are updated. Then this we just went over. You can resend that email invitation if for whatever reason they did not get the original or there was a network connectivity problem to send it. And then this is just a quick look into the app. This is just to explain what the icons mean. You can see there on the right is the legend. So if it's active, unacknowledged, starting at the top, it's the red triangle with the exclamation point. Once you acknowledge it, it goes to the checkbox, but it's still red because it's still active. Just below that, it's inactive, but not acknowledged yet. You got the green triangle with the exclamation point. And once it is inactive and acknowledged, terminal state, it is the green checkbox there. So the option here, the note is talking about if you want to see these icons change when you take action on them, for example, acting it from the app, you have to have the option inside your strategy in the WIN-911 workspace that says re-notify on state change. That's required to get these different icons to change.